Hello, beautiful people. You're welcome back to my channel at the Young Tutorials. So you join me and let's make this trendy, beautiful kimono butterfly jacket. Although mine is going to be with an Ankara print fabric. So let's get on to it. For this project, just 2.5 yards of a fabric was just enough for me. So I have 2.5 here. I've cut out the extra that I'm going to use for every other thing. So this is the main one. I'm going to open it up. This is not going to have a joining at the shoulder. So you determine the length you want for your dress. So for the front here, because that Asooke, that thing going on at the edges, I don't have it on the back of mine. But if you have yours, if you want yours to also be at the back, then you know that the front and the back of your dress should be the same length. But I'll only have it at the front, so the front is shorter for now. So the length for the front now is 33.5 inches, and the back is going to be 39 inches for now. The total length I want for this dress actually is 38 inches. So 1 inch is to hem it, okay? But for the front, I have 33.5 inches, and that plain fabric I will add is going to be 6.5 inches because I need ½ inch to join it to this, the main piece of the front, and then 1 inch to hem it, okay? So at the end of the day, that plain part is going to be 5 inches, and 5 inches plus 33 inches is going to be 38 inches, which is the total length I want. I hope you understand this calculation. So you go ahead and do yours, okay? So now let's go ahead and cut. I'm turning it because this is the front and the back cut together. That is the center front. And you can see that the front is wide shorter for now. So for the neck width, I actually marked 3.5 now, but I later changed it to 4 inches, okay? So the neck depth for the back is 1.5. The neck depth for the front is 8 inches. That's just what I marked, right? And the front is going to have kind of an opening. So I'm going to mark 2 inches there, and I'll take it down. You can even mark 3 inches depending on how open you want yours to be, how wide open you want it to be. So you follow how I'm connecting it. I'm also going to mark same 2 inches downwards to the hem of the front. So you see where the front stopped is shorter than the back. So I connected it this way, just as I'm showing you. And then I'm cutting the neck, leaving ½ inch joining allowance. You can see that I left ½ inch. All right, so let me take out the back and let's continue working with the front. So this is the front. I'm giving ½ inch because we're going to join another fabric there. So I'll cut it. If you're working with Asooke, it's Asooke that you will join here, but mine, I'm still just working with the fabric. So the back, I notched the center. And then I'm going to take the measurement of this so that we'll know the amount we'll cut on the Asooke. But mine, I'm working with just the African print. And here I have 38 inches. And this is two sides. This is two sides. So it's going to be double. Now I have a fabric here. It is just 4.5 inches. I'm going to use it 4.5 inches wide. The length should be the length of this part that I measured, 38 inches times 2. So I have it on that extra, and even more, it's in excess. So it's good to have excess just in case. Now I'm getting the center, and I'm going to, okay, I'm just showing you this. That is where my 38 inches stopped, then extra. So I'm just opening it up for us to join the Asooke. I'm calling it Asooke because that's the mine I'm using for this. All right, so at that center I have this fabric also, the center too. I folded it because it's going to be folded. Match it at the center back, pin it there, and you run it all over to the front. It's good to pin. It's very good to pin. I'm arranging it and I'm pinning. You can see that it's unfold. So you take your time, pin, do the same thing for the other side. And when you are done, this is what it will look like. I'm done pinning mine. Then I'll go ahead and start from one side and sew with just half of an inch. Sew with half of an inch. All right, this is it after sewing. Now let's join the plain part for the front, okay? The plain part. So I'm just cutting out the excess before we can join the plain part. This plain part is now 6.5 inches in total. Half inch to join it to the front, then 1 inch to hem it, okay? So you can see it's in excess. It's good to just cut in excess just in case. All right, so the center is already folded, so I'm going to fold mine too. To finish that edge, I'm going to fold mine. You can make it bolder than what I have here. I actually did make it bolder. You can fold it again. Let it align with what you have at the front already. So this is it. After folding it, I'm going to turn it like this, right side to right side. You go ahead and sew what you folded first before you do this, okay? So right side to right side, I will sew with half of an inch. Do the same thing for this side. Please let me add, I'm opportune to have the two sides of this dress to be plainer than the main pattern, okay? But if you're working with Asooke or another shade of fabric that you will need to add at the sides, after joining the down part, this is the point to join the side of yours too, okay? So you have to do your calculation well from the beginning. Take out some amounts, maybe 5 inches or 6 inches to be your Asooke before you start sewing. So when you are done with that, you can go ahead and hem the sides. Just you go ahead and sew. We do the same thing for the other side. So we come back and this is what we have after doing everything I've said. I've sewn the side. I've also joined that plain fabric. So it will now be the same length. Even if you don't have it the same length, you just trim it, okay? This is the pocket, 8.5 by 8.5 inches, all right? Although I've gone ahead to hem the upper part, I've hemmed it as you can see. So let's now place it. You take the measurement of where you want a pocket to be, shoulder to maybe 3 inches above your hip. Just work with what you want, how you want it, and you're going to mark it there. Okay, so 3 inches above your hip is okay. Then I'm going to place mine there, and from the center, just to determine the extension, I marked 4.5 inches, and I'm going to place it there. So you're going to turn in the raw edges, as you can see, even the down part. Then you start from one end, you sew, you take it all around and backstitch, leaving the upper side open. Do the same thing for the other side. All right, so when I'm done with that, let's now create the butterfly. From the center, I'm going to mark the hip circumference divided by 4. Then I'm adding 4 extra inches to it. So that's just what I marked there. The hip circumference divided by 4. The hip because it is my highest body circumference. All right. So for the sleeve opening, I came down with 12 inches. 12 inches. But I later changed this to 10 inches. I changed it to 10 inches. So I'm going to sew from there down. But before that, I've not hemmed this dress. So that 1 inch, I'm going to use it and hem the dress all around before I now join the sides. And this is it after doing everything as I've said. I've joined the sides, creating the butterfly. The pocket is there already, as you can see. So please go ahead and like, share, subscribe. If you have any suggestion for the next video, drop it, okay? Thank you very much and see you in my next one. Bye. Plant a seed and watch it bloom.